Hello and welcome back everyone to another episode of my big fat journey, where today I officially feel more like I'm under 300 pounds because we weighed in today at a 296.8 without the camera, and then here's the clip of us officially under 300.
$297.6 pounds.
It's nice that even while holding a camera and it being just a little heavier, that I could finally record something saying 200 for once. But yes, we had a total loss of 2.8 pounds, almost 3 pounds, and then taking us to a total of 178 pounds lost now, which is absolutely awesome. I definitely feel like it was going to be a little bit higher, and it could even still be a little bit higher. And I still feel like it could be a little bit higher because of a little thing that starts with a C. It's very, very common with keto, constipation. I haven't had good movement in a while, so I'm going to start doing some meds to get that fixed, but that's all right. So yeah, 2.8 pounds lost is still very, very good. I'm very, very happy with that. And that takes us only 22 pounds away from the current goal of getting to 200 pounds. I did talk about it last week, I believe, that I was going to be doing a cheat day, and that was just yesterday. Now, the cheat day was a little bit interesting. I tried to document as much as I could, except apparently I got a bad shot of the bread. So we went to kind of like a more upscale restaurant, but not like, ooh, there's a dress code and stuff like that. But still a little bit more on the fancy side, like to bring the bread to the table, but it's not just any bread, it's in-house made bread, it's fancy bread, it's good bread. But regardless, it was very, 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 very good. And I had water to drink, didn't want to do the pop, didn't want to go too carb crazy, but I did have bread. And then for my main meal itself, I did chicken tenders. I think a lot of people would call me a little bit crazy for doing chicken tenders, but let me explain. The reason that I wanted to do chicken tenders is mainly because having anything fried has been impossible except for doing pork rinds on a breading, and that failed the one time I tried it. So the fact that I haven't had anything truly fried in a year, it was a good change of pace. And then going ahead and having the honey mustard on the side, I haven't really had good honey mustard in a while, except for the George Hughes or G Hughes. It's an absolutely good honey mustard, but still not that sugary, homemade, sweet honey mustard that I love. Go ahead and add on the fact that I had 2 starches as my sides. I feel like anyone would be like, he's going to a fancy class restaurant, he's going to get the steak. No, he gets the chicken tenders and then 2 starches? What? Yeah, I ordered weird. But I wanted mashed potatoes and I wanted french fries because I miss both of them so much. And I wanted to see if the taste was what I missed. And let me tell you this, the french fries were amazing. The breading was absolutely great. The mashed potatoes kind of tasted like they came out of a container. So not too impressed with that, but that's okay. It just tasted like regular mashed potatoes. Overall though, I'm very, very happy that I did do it a cheat day. Doesn't really affect the mentality on getting right back onto keto. I was back on keto today, so it's not a big thing. But I just like testing every now and then how the taste buds have changed. When it comes to potatoes and starches, they really haven't changed at all. It's more when it comes to like things like the honey mustard and the bread that they changed quite a bit. But for potatoes, they taste exactly as I remember them. I just miss them. They're really, really delicious and they're really, really easy. I miss that convenience. And then later on, we drove through McDonald's and had an ice cream cone. Because I haven't had full-on ice cream in a long time. Decided to go ahead and get a little small cone. I took the smaller one. I don't think it was anything too major. But definitely a celebration of going below 300 pounds and the fact that I weighed in after that and still under 300, that's the important thing. So it was a good celebration. Back on the wagon though. And let's continue. Speaking of under 300, let's go ahead and do it. That is the before and after pictures of the beginning of the journey to now. Absolutely shocking, the difference there. And then I'm going to go and swap it up where we have the last before and afters that I did, which were at 150 pounds lost. So it's about a 25 pound difference. To me, I don't see that big of a difference. I don't see too much. I was thinking that maybe there's going to be a bit more there, but I'm not surprised that there isn't that much. If you see a bigger difference, let me know, because I don't. Also, I'm going to put one more picture back up. This is one that my girlfriend took and caught me off guard, so that's why I'm not making any decent facial expression at all. But the one thing about it was when she sent it to me, it really caught me off guard a lot. And the reason that it caught me off guard was because I was looking at myself and I'm just like, is that really me? Is it the angle at which she took it or what? Because seeing myself from another person's perspective has been a little bit interesting. Like, I edit myself all the time, but I had never seen myself like that before with that image. I looked a lot skinnier than I truly felt. And it also feels weird going out in public in a place like that where I no longer, I still do. I have in the back of my head that people think, oh, he's fat, he's obese, he's ugly, he's everything like that. That's still in the back of my head and just nagging. But at the same time, now I'm trying to get myself into this mindset of, no, I'm more of a normal level now. I need to stop thinking that because it's not the case. And trying to have that mental battle is just, it's a little hard. But regardless, enough about yesterday, enough about that. How'd we do this week? We did pretty good. There's only one night where I had a little bit too much to snack that I was like, I had like a little bit more cheese than I feel like I should have. All the rest of the nights I didn't snack at all. It's mainly because I don't know the nutrition fact of the cheese. I don't know how many carbs there were, so was it bad or was it not? I'm not sure, but it felt bad. Then as for today, I'm struggling a little bit today. And if you come off of keto and you take like a cheat day, the one thing that you struggle with is these cravings in the stomach the next day. I'm hungry so bad right now. And I just ate like 2 hours ago. I shouldn't be hungry right now, but I am incredibly hungry. Like, I want to go out to that kitchen. I want to grab something. And I'm going to refuse to do it. I'm going to stick to just my water. But it is going to struggle and it's going to hurt until I get back into ketosis, probably here Monday or Tuesday, which is fine. I will get through it. That's nothing I haven't battled before. But it is interesting when you go off of it and you get some carbs in your body, how your body's just like, oh, yummy, yummy. Give me more of that. I miss that. I don't know if it's a stomach thing or if it's a mental thing that still makes me want to have these things, but luckily the head is still strong in the fact of, no, I don't need it. I can still think straight. Let's get back on track. It does worry me though when I do come off of keto, how will that go? Because when you come back off of it and you have more carbs on a daily basis, will I eventually get to a point of where the cravings could become too much? And which, at that case, if that becomes a thing, I'm going to have to talk to my doctor and try and figure out how can those cravings be cut. If it is through, potentially, I don't know if it exists, like a mental medication, because they have stuff for anxiety and depression. Is that a pill that would exist to help curve cravings at all? I don't know, but we'll worry about that hurdle when we get there. But for right now, it's just kind of annoying. But I believe that is going to do it for this episode though. For right now, I think I'm pretty happy with where we're at. I think that the success that we've had up to this point, getting to 296.8, has been great. And I would really, really like to see us next week have another 2 pound loss or so that way we can breach the 180 pound mark, and then we can go ahead and continue on our way. I would definitely like to see that, because we still have a good couple of weeks here still to go before we get to the 20 week or the 52 week mark. I'm still confident that we can do it. I just need a couple of decent weeks to help kind of take off that long-term pressure, because I don't want to procrastinate on the weight loss. I'd much rather try and speed up the train than slow it down. But overall, I'm very, very happy, and the outpouring of people supporting, because I officially have announced that I've done 300 pounds I feel more confident that with having that little bit of a buffer. Like I said last week, it was borderline 300. Now it's officially 300. Regardless though, that is going to do it for this episode. A little bit longer, but I wanted to talk a little bit more this week than I did last week. So thank you guys very much for the continued support. It seriously means so much. I don't think some people think that they matter as much as they do, because I am just a guy from the country. I don't know that many people, but the people that I do know and the people that do talk, they mean that much more to me. So everyone who has been on the channel commenting, absolutely appreciated, more than you realize. I do love you all. Anyways, I will see you guys back here next week. Good night.